this is Lynn with Littlefoot Nursery. I am here with this is my Laila Awake baby, and you guys, I don't know if it's just being under the weather, but I feel like I'm forgetting my baby's names. Is that crazy? Oh my gosh, her name will come back to me in just a bit, I am sure. But oh my gosh, it's just like escaping me right now. But anyway, it'll come back to me. This is so embarrassing. But yeah, I don't know why I'm like so forgetful right now. But I wanted to go ahead and change her into this romper. And this is by Tea Collection. It's a 0 to 3 month size. But yeah, it's really cute. But I don't think she's worn this yet, so I'm going to go ahead and change her. And as you can see, I'm way overdue to change her because she is wearing penguin holiday pajamas. So this poor girl, she has been in these clothes for so long. Oh my gosh, I don't know why her name is like literally escaping me. If I forget throughout this whole video, I will find out and put it in the description. This is like the problem with having a larger collection. You start to forget your baby's names. Does this happen to any of you guys? Like, I don't even know. I'm like, I can't even believe it. Like, it might just be a sign I have too many dolls. But yeah, you know what, guys? Just being sick and being under the weather and being stressed about COVID and feeling just mixed emotions. Like, do I hope that I have it just so, you know, it's mild and I, you know, can feel relieved that we're building up some immunity? Or should I be like terrified if we have it, you know? I don't know, but I'm kind of hoping that it is it, just so, you know, we don't have to keep being afraid of catching it. 'Cause I would just rather, like, you know, build the immunity and kind of be done with it, I guess, and feel like it's safe to go out once they open things up again. But I feel like if I find out that my results are negative, and then we're still going to need to be super cautious. Not that we wouldn't be anyway, just in case you can get reinfected. But oh my gosh, her name is like escaping me. What is her name? You guys, I cannot even. And I'm just like noticing too that her eyes don't look like they're brown. Are they blue eyes? I don't know why I like not noticed that before. I think her eyes might be blue. Anyway, her artist is Samantha Rose-Harker, and she was actually a Rose Doll Show giveaway baby, and my friend Bev won her through a raffle drawing. And hey guys, it's Lynn with Littlefoot Nursery. I am here with Reborn baby Angie. She is the Laila Awake sculpt by Bountiful Baby. Her artist is Samantha Rose-Harker, and I just did a whole video changing her out of her Christmas sleeper, and then realized later the video never recorded. So frustrating. But anyway, this is what she was wearing before. It was like totally time to change her, and I just changed her into this romper. So I'm gonna just reshoot the video, but unfortunately I won't have the changing portion of the video, so my apologies. This romper is from Tea Collection. It's a little bit big on her. It's a 0 to 3 months size, but you can tell when I turn her to the side that it's just a little bit large, but she still looks really, really cute. And you know what was so crazy, you guys? As I was filming this last video, I started the video, and I hadn't done a video with this girl in a little while, and I like could not remember her name, and I kept wanting to say Vera, but Vera is the Laila Asleep that I painted as my contest baby a couple years ago at the Rose Doll Show. And I like literally could not remember this baby's name, and it was like driving me nuts. So anyway, yeah, I like couldn't remember her name. I did the entire video, and then right before I refilmed this video, I like looked up her name, and I was like, oh yeah, Angie, duh, of course. But I don't know if it's because I'm sick and I've been dealing with headaches all week, but I do feel like I'm not like operating at 100% of my like normal brain capacity, and I almost forgot Kai's name as well, but right before my last video, so it's super weird. Anyway, as you guys might have seen from my last video, I did go to get tested for COVID-19. Have not gotten my results back yet. I'm filming this video right after the last one, but I should be getting the results in about 5 days is what they told me. So go watch that video if you kind of want to know about my experience. But, you know, we've been under the weather for about a month. And my low grade fever just started a week ago, but you know, I just feel like I'm a little bit, I feel a little bit forgetful right now. I think that's what it is. Anyway, the topic of that I was just chatting about is, do you find that you go through phases where you're like really into your collection and then other times that when you just like don't feel into your dolls at all? Because I definitely feel that way, and maybe it's because I can't kind of fully enjoy my collection to the fullest right now because my mother-in-law has been staying with us. Normally I would like take a baby and carry it out to the living room and hold it while watching TV, and or just have it sit there and keep me company. But I don't feel like I, you know, can do that when I have company present. So the dolls just kind of stay in the room. And then I know a lot of you guys love to do outings with your babies, and, you know, just being stuck at home, you know, that part of the hobby is kind of, you know, not available at this time. So we're really just kind of staying at home and just holding and changing our babies, which is fine. But, you know, just with everything going on in the world and the whole crisis and pandemic, I've just been preoccupied with other things. Like I've been watching the news, and, you know, I just have not been as into my hobby. But this happens with like other types of dolls I've collected too. So like I used to collect American Girl dolls before I collected Reborns. And I find it go through these phases though, where I'm like really into a certain type of doll, and then I kind of shift my obsession to like a different type of doll, and then the original type of doll I'm like no longer into, so I sell a whole bunch of them, and then later I kind of cycle back and I'm like into them again, and I buy them all back, and I feel like this has happened a couple times. So with American Girl for sure, like when we moved houses, I sold a whole bunch of those dolls, and then later on, and was kind of not into my American Girls for a while, and then later on I was into them again and kind of like bought a whole bunch of them back. So it's just so I kind of look back and think, oh, I should have like never sold all those dolls. Like, I sold them at a garage sale for like really crazy good prices too, and I should have hung on to them. I think the same thing of the reborns. My first set of 5 reborns I had, and then when I bought my first silicone, I wasn't into my reborns anymore, and you know, and got rid of all of them. But then later, you know, many years later, when I kind of rediscovered this hobby again, I rediscovered reborns and got really excited about them again and started buying a whole bunch. So I'm going to try to learn my lesson, and if I kind of go through a whim where I'm like not as into my dolls, I'm going to try to hang on to them if I can and not just like be hasty to get rid of them, because you know, it's these dolls are one of a kind, and it's not like you can kind of go back and buy that exact same doll again unless you get lucky. So anyway, this kind of brings me to my latest obsession, and you know, which are, um, you know, I was really into these dolls called Life of Faith dolls. I don't know if you guys have heard of them or not, but they are similar in size to American Girl. They're 18-inch dolls, and they have some amazing stories, and I found the stories just really uplifting and really inspiring. And sadly, this company that made the dolls and the books, Mission City Press, I think is what they were called, they went out of business. So these dolls and books are discontinued. You can like only get them secondhand now on eBay, and it's sad because I feel like the books never got mainstream, so the local library doesn't even really carry them. I happen to have a full hard volume set, and I think what I want to do is at some point scan them into digital copies, um, maybe to share with people or whatever. But recently, just with everything going on in the world and just how sad things are, I, you know, kind of looked these dolls up again online and started researching them and kind of getting re-obsessed and thinking like, oh my gosh, they're so cute. I used to have all 5 of the dolls. There was Elsie, Millie, Laylee, Violet, and Kathleen. I used to have all 5, but Violet was my favorite. And then when we moved homes, I sold the other 4, kept Violet, and I kept her. She had this gorgeous trunk and these amazing dresses and accessories. So I kept all her stuff and I kept her, but I sold all the other ones. And so she is tucked away. And I kind of thought to myself, I'll save her for my daughter one day. And I'm just so glad I kept her because she's like, you can't really find her very easily anymore. She does pop up on eBay, but you know, it's like nearly impossible to find any of her things because they're all like discontinued. So that'll have to be its own video where I show you my amazing Violet doll in her collection. So anyway, I got re-obsessed and I started like researching these dolls. And anyway, long story short, I bought a couple on eBay and they will be coming and I will be doing a video. I also wanted to share the exciting news that I am Reborn expecting again. So there will be another Reborn on its way as well. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. And you know, has this happened to you where you kind of fall in love in love and out of love with your collection? And do you cycle between being obsessed with certain types of dolls or not? And how do you deal with it? Do you just keep all your dolls? Have you found yourself selling entire collections of dolls only to like repurchase them back? I used to have Madame Alexander dolls, and I kind of wish I kept those too. Like it's so funny. Like I watched the movie Little Women, which you guys have to see if you haven't already. It's amazing. And Madame Alexander did a set of Little Women dolls, and I owned all four of those dolls when I was in high school because I've been collecting for a very, very long time, all sorts of dolls. And I don't have those dolls anymore. I don't have any of my Madame Alexander or QVC porcelain dolls, and now I wish I had kept them because you know I feel like when I look at my dolls, they kind of all are special to me, and they represent just like different times in my life and different things I was going through at the time. But yeah, I've been just gravitating back to these Life of Faith dolls because of just, you know, us just going through a hard time as a country right now. And I just felt like, you know, I think seeing those dolls would just make me happy and, you know, just provide a little bit of reassurance right about now. So anyway, thank you so much for watching and tuning in. And Angie's going to say bye to you all. And we will stay safe and well. And we will see you on the next video. Bye.